Hello, everybody. My guest today is Dave Lee. He's a marketing automation pioneer, entrepreneur, and best-selling author. He's the CEO of PlusThis, the #1 campaign toolkit for marketing automation users. He's been featured on NBC, ABC, CBS, and Fox television affiliates, speaking on marketing automation and small business success. Outside of work, he's usually skiing, kite surfing, wake surfing, or creating amazing experiences with his wife and 3 boys. Dave, you ready to take us to the top?
I'm ready.
All right, you bet. Before we get to the software, real quick, what's the name of the book?
The one that I recently did?
The one that you sold, that's a best-selling one.
Performance 360.
How many, who'd you do it with? Which publishing company?
It's through, I forget the name of his publishing company, but Nick Nanton out in Florida.
Okay. How many copies did you end up moving?
They did probably 20,000 or something. They did, or more.
What do you mean they?
They did a bunch of the marketing of it.
But you're the marketing expert king. I mean, this is why I asked the question, right? This is like a reflection of your tool. Why would you not use your stuff to drive the sales?
Oh, that whole world of book publishing is a beast that I don't want to touch.
Got it. Which, well, you're talking like an Amazon bestseller, or was it on New York Times or what?
Yeah, Amazon bestseller.
Amazon. Very good. All right. So did the book come before the software, or the software came first?
Book came after. Yeah.
Okay. So PlusThis, what's the company do and how do you make money? Is it a pure play SaaS company?
Pure play SaaS company. It was birthed out of our consulting company, marketing automation consulting company. And we quickly found that as we consulted clients, they wanted the software to do things that it wouldn't do. So we had a developer start to build these tools that they wanted and eventually spun that out as its own product and business.
Okay. And today, on average, what are companies paying per month for this?
Right around $70 a month.
Okay. And what are they getting for that?
They're getting a tool suite, a toolkit of about 50 to 60 different tools that they can layer on top of their marketing automation platform to make it do even more, to do advanced campaigns and do things that would typically require them to either hire a developer, extensively rig the marketing automation platform, or just do nothing. All 3 are bad options for most entrepreneurs.
Yep. Put this on a timeline for me. When did you launch the company?
We launched it in 2014.
Okay, 2014. And then today, when you look at what you've scaled to in terms of customers, how many folks are on the platform?
We've got over 2,500 customers, and we process over 25 million transactions a month. Is
the model a pure play SaaS model, the $70 per customer, or do you take a cut per transactions as well?
No, pure play SaaS.
Okay,
yeah.
So $70 a month times 2,500 customers, that means about $175,000 a month is where you're at today?
Yep, that's exactly right.
And where were you a year ago?
A year ago, we were at 2,100 customers, roughly.
Okay. What was that in terms of MRR? Do you know?
A year ago, we were down at about 125, 130 MRR.
Yep. And so I want to break down kind of how you got your first customers and how you're getting these customers. What's the #1 growth channel you're leveraging?
2 things. We had relationships in a niche of marketing automation users already, so lots of webinars and outreach to them. And then connecting with the platforms themselves, so Marketo, Infusionsoft, Drip, ActiveCampaign, and others. But then also there are thousands of consultants out there, and we give them a free version of our software so that they can play with it and then refer it to their clients. So we use them as a channel.
And you bootstrapped or raised?
Bootstrapped, 100%. No debt. No financing.
That's great. How'd you get the first thing off the ground? You put your own money in or what?
It was our own money. It was our consulting business. It was kind of fronting some of the money. But we were super lean. I mean, we brought our head developer on for next to nothing. He was looking for something else to do, and he started to work for us just part-time. And eventually...
How'd you get him though for so cheap? I mean, did you incentivize him with equity or what?
No, it was a future bonus payout based on a future sale of the company. We have since changed that, and now he's a junior partner of the company because he's been with us for so long and has done so much. But yeah.
Well, what does that mean? He has real equity now?
He has real equity. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the total team size today?
Total team size, 8.
8 all in Arizona?
All in Arizona, yeah.
That's great. And what's the breakdown between kind of like sales, marketing, onboarding, support versus engineering?
Yeah, we've got 4 kind of on the client love, onboarding, support side, tech support side. We've got 3 developers and 1 marketer.
Okay, that's interesting. And then, churn's critical in any SaaS company, especially at this kind of price point. What's your churn today, and how do you keep it low?
4.5, 4.6% per month.
Logo or revenue?
And that's monthly.
Logo or revenue? Logo churn or revenue churn?
That's revenue churn.
Okay, 4.5% revenue churn per month.
Yep.
And has it always been at that level, or was it higher and got lower, or lower and got higher?
Much higher. When we started out, we were like at 8-9%, and then spent a couple of years really driving hard, and it's bottomed out pretty well, right around 4.5 to 4.9%. Pretty much regardless of what we do, and it may be just the type of market that we're in. These are small businesses. Like, it's January, and a lot of failed credit cards this month because everybody's maxed out their cards from December.
Yep.
And it's just the state of nature of the thing. And also, when it comes down to it, although we have a lot of tools that could be full standalone tools, we are really reliant on the platforms. So if Entreport, for example, has a huge turnover and those customers are using PlusThis as well, that is built-in turnover for us also. So it's just part of the game.
Yeah, that is interesting. So when you look at is there meaningful expansion revenue on these cohorts, or no? It's really $70 a month and that's all you offer.
We will expand the product offering and have standalone products that we'll be able to offer our existing base. But for the past year, the expansion has really been in going to these other platforms. We used to be exclusively for Infusionsoft, and then 2 years ago, realized we really need to diversify. And there are some other players, really interesting players that started to pop up, ActiveCampaign, Drip, and others. And so we have taken everything that we had and integrated it with those other platforms so that we can plug into their customer bases as well. When
you go get your new customers by working with ActiveCampaign or new partners, are you paying them a kickback at all? What's your fully weighted CAC on these channels?
No, fully weighted CAC is about $170.
Okay, so 3-month payback period on $70 a month.
Yeah, and usually the ones that we're paying are the consultants. So if there's an ActiveCampaign consultant ecosystem, we'll tap into that and incent them to refer and pay them an affiliate commission. So that's one way that we've done it. We've also connected with, we go out and visit the guys at ActiveCampaign and show them, like, they learn quickly that their customers that have an add-on like ours are 3 times more valuable as a customer. So they are incented to work with us and us with them because we make their customers more valuable, more sticky.
Make them stickier, yeah. Are you as a company profitable or break even?
We've been profitable since day one.
So you're not putting in additional capital yourself to keep the thing afloat?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
And are you, so why have you chosen, there's nothing wrong or right about how you're choosing to do it, but I'm just curious, why have you chosen to go this path, kind of slow growth over a long period of time, no outside capital, and profitable?
Prior experiences with other companies. I've been through the race of raising capital, and have seen what it can do to a company, to the culture and the product. And for my business partner and I, it was more of a lifestyle play. We wanted to build something that was a really cool solution that would be very helpful to the world that we love, which is entrepreneurs and helping small businesses. And we didn't want the unnecessary pressure of a board and of hitting insane numbers and growth numbers. I've done that in the past, and it was fun, and it was a challenge.
Which company did you do it with?
With Infusionsoft, with a company called Pro Business.
Oh, were you outside of Infusionsoft?
Yeah, I was employee number 9. I was their first exec that was brought in to run marketing and sales.
Interesting. So when Clayt came on and went into very deep detail about how he gave everyone the opportunity, especially early employees, to exercise options when the Goldman round came in, were you one of those that went ahead and take advantage of that and got liquidity and got out?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Did most people? I imagine most people probably took advantage of that, right?
Most people did. Yeah, most people did, and it was a huge blessing. It was amazing, and I love it. I have nothing against raising capital, but for me in my life right now, it was, I want to build something cool that I love and grow it at the pace that I want. and not be beholden to anyone or anything.
Yeah. If you, obviously you can help more business owners if you have more money coming in. It's a nice flywheel. If you had an extra $1 million, do you know where you would spend it to drive additional growth, or you haven't figured that out?
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly where I'd spend it.
Mm-hmm. So have you tried to get creative and look at alternative ways to get capital without going the VC kind of dilution route?
Yeah, we're actually exploring something right now that would get cash in. We'd give up some equity, but think of it as a structured partnership that would then lead us to faster growth and then a larger exit for us. So it's like a mini exit to get a larger exit.
Would you, or have you looked at things like venture, non-dilutive venture debt?
Not seriously. I know of it, but we're kind of reaching that point right now where it's getting harder and harder to grow at current and historical growth rates, just because the customer base is larger and larger. And it's funny. I do stay in touch with PE firms and VCs and investment bankers, and they could care less if we're 40% profitable. They really only care about the growth rate right now.
Well, ignore all them for a second. Like ignore them completely. Your vision, what you want to build. If you have confidence and you know where you want to spend $1 million, there's a bunch of places you can go get that from that's non-dilutive and does not tie you to somebody else's vision or expectations. I'm just curious, why haven't you pulled that kind of trigger yet?
Part of it has been waiting to see how the marketing automation world plays out, especially in the small business space. I'm kind of waiting for some consolidation to happen. Like I said, there have been some really great players that have popped up. And so it's caused us to pause a little bit. At the same time, there's been a downward pressure on pricing. These marketing automation platforms are going after a smaller and smaller customer, which for us, it's like, well, right now, no longer does it make sense for somebody on ActiveCampaign who's paying, call it $70 a month based on the number of contacts they have, to pay another $79 a month for a library or a toolkit of add-ons. So we're looking
Why not?
at,
if the toolkit helped me add a new 20 grand a month in revenue, it makes perfect sense.
It does to sane people, but most entrepreneurs are not sane. They think they don't equate the value. They don't see the value. They look at, hey, I'm paying $70 for this platform. I should only have to pay 19 or 29 for a series of add-ons, regardless of how valuable they might be.
I mean, is that your fault though, because of how you communicate pricing?
Probably. I mean, we issue a ton of education content and collateral. We do a lot of training and show the value of what we provide. So we're still able to command the pricing. We haven't changed the model or anything yet, but I think some nervousness around where the market is going has caused a delay there.
Interesting. All right, let's wrap up with the famous five. Number one, what's your favorite business book?
I'd have to say The E-Myth, Michael Gerber. It's a classic.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
Elon.
Number three, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to say Google. They're just a beast.
Number four, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Between 8.5.
Okay, and what's your situation? Married, single, kiddos?
Married with kids, happily married.
How many?
I've got 3 boys.
Wow, okay, and how old are you?
I'm 46.
46. Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
Oh, just go for it, man. Stop being such a wuss and just do it.
Guys, there from Dave. Go for it. Made some money on exiting or selling his shares when he was early on at Infusionsoft. Didn't want to go the VC route again. So launched PlusThis, helping the same kind of market, SMBs, grow and automate, again, marketing and sales more efficiently with his tool PlusThis. Now 2,500 customers paying about $70 a month. So 175 grand per month in terms of run rate or revenue. That's up from 130 grand a month just about a year ago. So nice growth, especially considering bootstrapped and profitable for the past 4 years. 8 people based out there in Arizona, 4.5% revenue churn per month, CAC $170, so about a 3-month payback period as he looks to scale. Dave, thanks for taking us to the top.
All right. Thank you, Nathan. Appreciate it.